You can thank me now. Go ahead, I know what I said. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We can do it real big. See, only the real Drake fans would know about these songs. Drake has continuously found new ways to just break the odds and redefine music and make hits and break streaming records. I mean, let's be real. This guy is the artist of the decade, and rightfully so, because of his music catalog, the continued consistency, the amount of features, the amount of albums. Now, I'm not gonna say that Scorpion was the best album, but at the end of the day, he still had a lot of hits on the album. I have high respect for Drake. I am so ready for Certified Lover Boy, and it is finally here on September the 3rd, and I'm here to review it. Drake honestly has some of the best marketing campaigns when it came to this album itself, having all of the billboards to tell you what features are on the album and specifically placing them in the artist's cities were genius. It allows you to get support from every single city because, again, these artists are from those cities. You know, that's why Drake is, again, the artist of the decade. Me personally, I'm excited to see Masego collab with Drake. I'm excited to see Jay-Z. Man, I mean, the list goes on. And the features for Drake normally usually hit, so I'm excited to see what comes from it. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below your favorite Drake song.
Master Steve, y'all.
Let's get to it. Bro, this thing is 21 songs, and I am so ready because I see Kid Cudi on here. Already with the Masego.
Friends in high places and friends that are hostile.
Friends in high places and friends who are hostile. Man, how valid that statement is, like, for real. Before I even heard this song, I already loved the original song by Masego. I was ready to see Masego on this album, and he's crazy, man.
I need you, I need you.
Man, this freaking, the vocals are just so amazing. Oh, man.
Heavy day.
Not the sample of the Masego song. This beat is gonna drop so hard.
But with that comes the politics, the city been fit me anymore. This the part where I'ma find a new
OVO, man. You didn't have to do this, man. Like, you did not have to do, man. If this is how the entire album is gonna sound, I don't want to hear non-elite songs. I just want to hear straight up fire and new stuff, because this is incredible. The way they flipped the Masego sample, literally one of my favorite Masego songs, just to put it out there. Phenomenal.
Was a child trying to be a man.
to all my sons.
Bro, this album is so freaking melodic. It is so pleasing.
Yeah.
Man, I just wish I had as much money as Drake to just go ahead and just take any sample I want and just make it into a phenomenon. Like,
Not the options. Put them up for adoption. I'm Chetry. Supermodels and they all sex.
bro, this sample is amazing. Wow. This is what I wanted from Drake. This is the Drake that I love. Man.
Rap niggas doing weak features for a pop artist cause they pop down.
Rap artists doing features for a pop artist because they popped down. Dang. Drake basically said, I don't need to do a feature on pop to literally meet my numbers. And I mean, look at him. He obviously proven that. Bro, this beat is phenomenal. The way they sampled it, the way they added the piano on top of it to make it more melodic. The freaking 808s and drums are just hitting you so hard. I love it. Well mixed, well put together. All of the pieces are just cohesive. The sounds, the instrumentation sounds great. The samples are not cluttered or filtered or any. Well, it's filtered, I mean, anyways, but that's because they wanted it to be filtered. Hey, 2 songs and there's no skips.
Say that you a lesbian, girl, me too.
Say that you a lesbian, girl, me too. Facts.
Now they can really call each other.
I feel like Lil Baby has not missed in a while when it came to his features. Lil Baby is not missing. He's delivering on this song as well. It's cool because it comes right after Champagne Poetry and Papi's Home, which were amazing. This is something I'm definitely going to be bumping again. Lil Baby killed it. I love the hook. I think it's catchy. Got a nice little vibe to it. And definitely will be replayed for sure.
You don't know love. You don't love me like my child. Lay up.
What's crazy about this album is my eyes has been closed for majority of the listen just because it sounds so freaking great. First off, I mean, the way this song sounds already, Giveon is going to come on this track and I already know it's gonna be phenomenal.
You've been on my mind, a good girl inside. Here we are now in this.
Yo, Drake is in his tougher bag right now. The way that Giveon's verse sounded, it sounded like it could have been a hook. So maybe he recorded a hook and then Drake just ended up, you know, just keeping it as a verse, which I am not mad about. But even if that was a hook, that would still be just as amazing. It makes you think, I wonder when they recorded that. Did they record that when Chicago Freestyle came out, or did they come back in the studio and record that? I don't know. Nevertheless, it still sounded just as good.
Never had a lot, this is all I need.
Wait. This is one of the leaked songs. Okay, so some of the leaked songs will be on here. So before this came out, like, obviously you didn't have Jay-Z on there. So Jay-Z to be on here, I'm definitely curious to hear how this verse sounds.
And the team to come trail you. I got $1 billion or two. I don't want no friends no more, not many understand me.
This verse is what this song needed. I mean, originally, when I heard it leaked, I thought it was cool. I thought it was, I thought it was all right. But at the same time, that verse kind of just made it all come together. And I knew something was going to happen because there was still like their emptiness and, just beat for the rest of the song. So I'm glad that Jay-Z was the one that he put on there.
Hey, feeling young, but they treat me like the pretty party.
I feel like the samples on the album is just phenomenal. The way that it is flipped, it is crazy. Like, man, OVO, you are on something this time, man. Yo, I swear. Dre was like, hey, Travis, I need you on this track, man. He was like, all right, I got you. He had the original track, it was all smooth. He was like, this is good, but let me do my thing to it, man. Let me produce to it. And boom, drums, 808s, bangers. That's what happened on this track. Amazing. I gotta give it to him, man. Travis Scott is a talented dude. Drake is too, but at the same time, man, that collab is it just always worked. They got another banger, man. It's crazy. I'm 6 songs in and I literally have no song that I hate. This is pretty great.
I'm too sexy for this chain. To think we got too sexy for that metro housing. Fuck her friends and send her back to metro housing.
Dang, he said he's too sexy for metro housing, and he said he's gonna do that to your friends and then send them back to metro housing. That is some ruthless stuff right there. Like, I'm not ruthless like that, like only Drake can. Well, you got Future on the track too.
My dogs are my nigga behind the.
Bro, this album has a perfect mix of bangers and mellow tracks. I perfectly love it. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my turn. I don't know the words. This is gonna probably be the banger track, like, that's on the radio and all that good stuff. Future Drake is already a great combination. I feel like the hook is catchy. I feel like the verses are great. It got some references in there that just, works. It's trendy, but it's also very good. So I have nothing bad to say.
I shredded, I swindled, no sweating.
What's up to all the ladies in Louisiana?
What's up to all the ladies in North Carolina?
Austin.
Moved out of state and shit that went left. She seeking forgiveness. Mama's not around.
This song is gonna be a banger. I already heard it because of the leak. Not a huge fan of the introduction. I feel like it's very long, but it's catchy. It's gonna grow on you. You know what I'm saying? But I love this song, man. Like, this is a catchy track. I wanted this to be on the album when I first heard it, and I'm glad to see it's on here.
Oh yeah.
Yo, just the freaking synth sounds that's in this track is just so freaking great. It sets the stage.
Outside of the things that.
Bro, the way the vocals are just aligned with the low and the high. The production is about to be phenomenal already. I hear the drums coming in, but at the same time, the vocals and the mixing of this track already is just setting up a whole other level, which I love.
Baby, I would still be trapping, baby.
Bro, I just cannot. This is, man, wow. I see why Future is on here twice, because the chemistry that they have is just so amazing. Again, I am happy that they took their time in releasing this album, because it just obviously shows the amount of effort they put into these tracks, man. Like, well done. Well done.
Said you belong to the streets, but the streets belong to me. It's like,
bro, man, the feeling that I just get with these beats is just crazy. Bro, this sample sounds so familiar. I feel like another Drake song used a similar sample progression. Like, I'm not sure what exactly that's from. In the comments, can y'all please help me out? Like, let me know. I need to know. Usually by the time I get to like 10, maybe even 7 or 8, I kind of lose interest. But with this album, I don't lose that interest midway through. I feel like it's still being cohesive and it still keeps me engaged. I really love that fact, man. I feel like it's hard to do that when you have 21 tracks.
I do.
Oh, that piano is just so beautiful.
I do.
Her voice is just so beautiful. It sounds like a mixture of a Adele with a little bit more raps, and Adele already have a lot of raps in there. I don't know too much about Yebba, to be honest with you. I mean, after listening to this gives me the same effect that it gave me for Giveon. Like, I'm probably gonna listen to Yebba a little bit more because of this.
Chopper hit him and he turned into a booty clapper. Tried this shit and had these pussies dropping like some motherfucking.
I was literally just about to say this sounds just like a 21 Savage beat. Obviously, Metro Boomin is on the production, and Metro Boomin obviously collabs a lot with 21 Savage. They have a whole entire album together. I wasn't a huge fan of the Metro Boomin 21 Savage collab per se. I do have to come back to it, but with this Drake feature, I don't mind it here. It don't sound like a Drake song, but it sounds like a 21 Savage song. But that doesn't mean that I hate it. Like, I think it works.
I hit up tell him do the
I like how there's a mix of really great, phenomenal songs, and then songs like this that's like a little bit less, a little bit less serious. Like, it's more fun, more cashy, more, flow with it type thing.
That's all I'm on.
I freaking love 21 Savage. 21 Savage to me is so underrated. I feel like his potential is off the charts. Seeing him win that Grammy with J. Cole, one of my favorite artists as well, was just so great. And just seeing the amount of people that he collabed with just shows you that they see the talent that he has as well. That Drake collab is beautiful to see. Definitely beautiful to see.
Don't move like a puto. Could at least keep it a buck like Antetokounmpo. I've been doing this since T-Pain was pouring us Nouveau.
Shout out to the T-Pain shout out. Yes. After the Usher feature on Netflix, I feel like, T-Pain hasn't been getting his, respect that he deserves. T-Pain was my childhood. T-Pain was literally the game changer for music for me. I feel like T-Pain was different. So it's cool to see that Drake, respects T-Pain. Thank you.
They try to label me mean, I say what I mean.
They try to label me mean, but I say what I mean. Facts. Love that.
Told you I'm aiming straight for the head, not aiming to please.
Aiming straight for the head, I ain't aiming to please. Yo, Drake, you are aiming for the heads. You not even aiming. You shot directly, dead shot. You did not miss at all. You hit them right in the target, right in the middle of the.
You know the fourth level of jealousy is called media.
The fourth level of jealousy is called media. Wow. People texting, bro, but we're not in a close relation. Drake, you are spitting in this song. Hands down, one of my favorite songs that I've heard on this album so far. I like that Drake, man. I like how he just spits facts back to back, and then you have so many quotes that you can just reference. This is one of those songs that I don't really remember lyrics, but I'm gonna try to remember this lyrics for this song. The beat is very simple, but it don't need to do too much because this is Drake spitting. This is him in his bag, tougher back.
Greatest in the world, there's no debating.
Yeah, man. Ain't no debating, bro. You got it. Like, Drake, you are artist of the decade, hands down. Like, it's no debate for me. See, I'm just trying to be on that Drake status and be like, I'm the greatest YouTuber out. Ain't no debating. Help me get there. Subscribe, like this video, man. Literally so much heat that my computer freezing up right now. Like, this is another one of those lead songs. I'm glad to see it on here, but obviously this is the one that I think the beat was also playing too, so it was unfinished. But definitely curious to see how he ended up finishing this song.
Your great energy shifts are what I was made for.
Man, Drake do Afrobeat so well in my opinion. He has so many different types of dance filled tracks that has that Afrobeats, and he does it very well. I think that this is one of those other tracks.
Rise, baby.
One thing about Dolla that I do love, he finds a way to just make the track sound even more fuller than what it already sounds. One of my favorite artists in general. I think he's very talented, and he's also a musician and has some producer credit for some of his tracks as well. I really do dig that, and I feel like a lot of people don't give Dolla his credit. That's why he's featured probably one of the most ever, you know what I'm saying? Really finds a way to bring a track together in so many different ways, more than just his voice. and it's amazing.
I get along better with your friends.
Bro, can you imagine saying I get along better with your friends? That's kind of, I don't know, Drake. Man, you be on that level, bro. Man, that's crazy. I cannot get with this foolery, you know.
And it's wrong, I know.
Yes, it is wrong, Drake. It is, and you know this. Come on. Even though this song is very, very wrong, kids, do not do that. Like, you get along better with the friends. Come on now, like don't do that. Even though that's the topic of the song, I really do like this song. I think it's very melodically pleasing, and nevertheless, I think it's still written very well. But don't do that. No.
No, I'm never gangbanging in my blue chest. Back to the real niggas glowing in the
wow.
Never perfect.
From the beginning of this track, I was like, man, this is gonna be great. And all of a sudden, Rick Ross comes in heavy. The first thing you hear, I'm hearing like a Maybach music, faux type vibe. And then all of a sudden, synthetic sounds just come in, and you're like, whoa, this is the unexpected that I was expecting.
Track with that big body made back like it's a Lil Pontiac.
I'm honored to have dreads from listening to Lil Wayne's verse. You know, Dread Squad, you know, I feel like there's a connection there. Lil Wayne, you're the reason why I got dreads. No, you're not, but you killed this verse.
My eyes, my world comes alive.
Probably one of the most unique songs that's on the album so far. And again, there's already great songs, but it's not really misses for me. I think that, you know, it just shows more so how diverse Drake is aiming to be on this album, and to have a guy like Kid Cudi and Drake come together, it's just amazing. It's something that I would never expect to happen, but at the same time, it just works so well.
Then the voice I got in my mind, I can't even hear myself when I.
Wow. I have to give it to Drake. That was a very good album, man. That was a very good album. I am impressed from top to finish. I mean, usually, like I said before, you know, when there's a lot of tracks, I start to lose interest within the album. But with this album, I'm still there. Like, I didn't lose it. I didn't lose my interest there. And, you know, one thing that stands out for me in particular is just the amount of diversity that's on this album, man. There's so many different vibes throughout these tracks. You have the instrumentation tracks where the production is just phenomenal. You have so much beautiful melodies and melodics and instruments, piano specific, very piano driven and very synthetically pleasing on some tracks. I love those tracks. And then you also have the hype turn up tracks, man, which were just as good. Like, it gives you just enough to have a little bit of everything, a little bit of the radio bangers and a little bit of the chill out, listen to lyrics and see what he's talking about there. Wow, man, that's all I gotta say. It's just wow. When it comes to at least the features that's on this album, the features really did their thing. I think that some of my favorite features itself was the Jay-Z, Lil Wayne features, the Dolla $, the Tems. Man, it's just so many. Yebba, Masego, even though technically he didn't feature, but technically the production level was Masego, so you gotta give it to him either way. I gotta say, I am very impressed, and I think that this deserves the amount of streams and the amount of publicity that it is going to receive. Definitely by far one of my favorite first listens of this year. So it's a good album to me. Let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about the album. Well done, Drake. Very impressed. I am looking forward to my next listen. Nevertheless, thank y'all for watching. Truly blessed to have you all here, a part of the family. We about to hit 3,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Started this a year ago, and I'm not gonna stop it, man. I can see the growth of the channel, and I can see that continuing for time after time, and I'm gonna keep on going. But yeah, comment below your favorite song on the album. I think my favorite song, hands down, is that introduction. The intro song, Champagne Poetry, was just insane, and I'm just excited. Like I said, I'm excited to listen to the entire album again because it was a really good album. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, join the family, leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm so more people can see the content. And yeah, remember, your only limitations are those in your own mind. Seriously, Believe in that. You can do anything that you want to do. Stevie TV out.
Master